Hello, everyone. A bit of a late start. This is Visokii Entertainment, or today it's just me. Having trouble getting a hold of some people. Trey was supposed to be on again. Our friend Mike was going to be on. Jesus, I do it every time. I hate this. Anyone here? Great stream, Kafa. Hello, Ben. Hello. Sorry. Yes, super late start. I got it set up like half an hour ago, but I was not able to but we're just having some technical difficulties. Is what it is. But let's talk about some foosball, man. Also, hello, Ton. Hello, Ben. Yeah, I don't know what it is in the Visokii Entertainment football. Hello, Flamer. In the Visokii Entertainment Fantasy League, like the messages, even though I turned on notifications, they're like not showing up. So the best way to get hold of me is to just tweet at me or message me or something. Just at Visokii Tweets on Twitter. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me, guys, because I'm so busy. You guys know I have a full-time teaching gig and stuff. So, yeah, it ends up being a little hectic for me. But getting right into it, maybe I should just stop having guests on here because our record keeps getting – every time I do one like on my own, the record gets a little better. We get closer to 500, and it's not even that I'm blaming it on the other people that are on. Like Charlie was on 2 weeks ago, so we missed last week. I had a lot of stuff going on right now with family, so I missed last week. But then, this week we're back. But 2 weeks ago we did not have a good record. In fact, I might as well pan over to that. You guys are going to see how depressing this is. Share application. Look at all the red from 2 weeks ago. It's just it's not pretty. You know, we were taking all these teams and they all lost. I mean, how many people thought that the Giants were going to beat the Broncos? You know, I don't know. I just very, very odd. But anyway, Dolphins and Ravens already concluded. I should have put the score in, but that score was a very impressive 40-0. It was not a very good game. Yeah, I don't know what else to I don't know what else to say. That game was interesting. Vikings at Browns. It's probably over now, isn't it? See, I'm all behind because I've been trying to get technical stuff worked out. Who ended up winning that game? I have no idea. Scores. That's what we're looking for. Scores. Vikings are – the game is not over yet, actually. But the Vikings are up 30-16 on the Browns right now. So Vikings are probably going to end up winning that game. Oh, is that another person I hear? So nice of you to join us finally, Mike.
Figured out how to do it.
Yeah, about time. Nice camera facing the ceiling, bro.
Don't worry.
We can look at this wonderful camera. I should lock it on you. There you go. All right. So, anyway, let's get started with certain predictions. Trey's not in here, Mike, so it looks like we're going either or. So I got to make sure you don't have your own teams because it doesn't matter. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Patriots are 5, so I'll take evens. You take odds. So that means we're starting right off with you, Mike. Let's go Falcons at Jets. Let's get your prediction. You're a New York kid. You taking the Jets over the Falcons?
Definitely not. I'm definitely going to take the Falcons on this one.
Matty Ice gets it done. They've looked a little shaky this year.
Yeah, but they are going against the Jets. So
the Jets are good this year, man. Everyone says the AFC East is terrible, but we got all of our teams are 500 or better. Actually, I think the Dolphins have a losing record now because they got killed by the Ravens, but you know. What's the score? Have you had to put a score on it? Falcons, Jets.
Probably 21-7.
21-7. Nice little score. So Falcons will put up, a decent amount of points. Jets will not, and Falcons will get the win. I could see that. Now we have Panthers at Buccaneers, which I'll take. I think, the Buccaneers have been so up and down this year, but so have the Panthers. These are two teams, divisional opponents that people were saying, hey, the NFC South might be really good this year with the Panthers and the Bucks and the Saints all being really good, and the Falcons. It's like, oh, 4 quality teams. And then Buccaneers all of a sudden can't play defense. I would hope both quarterbacks are going to show up, but it's completely possible that both of them won't show up, or that one of them shows up and it's a complete blowout because the other one will just die. Just because they're a local team and stuff. I'm gonna hope that the Buccaneers end up pulling out a win, and I hope that it's a pretty good game. So I'm gonna end up taking the Buccaneers in this one, 24 to. I think I'm 24-20 Buccaneers in a close game. 49ers Eagles, Mike.
I gotta go with the Eagles.
Eagles, they look good. Carson Wentz is the real deal.
Yeah, and
the 49ers haven't won
exactly
so
doing the best.
Yeah, the 49ers. So you don't think CJ Beathard can lead them to victory? Yeah, and this is a week we're going to talk more about fantasy football soon, but this is a week where I'd say just play players from certain teams, and the Eagles are one of them. I'd say if you're not starting like Wentz and either Ertz or Jeffrey, you're kind of crazy this week, because the 49ers is not a good football team. Because there are going to be some lopsided games. I think Chargers-Patriots will be high scoring. Just play players from good teams. That's all I got to say. It's one of those weeks. And there's not a lot of games either. As you can see, we have 2 less games than last week or 2 weeks ago. So what's your score? Eagles over 49ers. What's the score?
Thinking it'll be 24-0.
Ooh, 24-zip. We're getting a shutout. So Mike is saying definitely don't start any 49ers players. They're getting a grand total of 0 points. Bears at Saints. Now the Bears randomly have just been pulling out wins. I don't know. They're so hit or miss. I don't know if I can trust Mitchell Trubisky, but I do know that I can trust Drew Brees. So this ends up being a shootout. I think the Saints will end up pulling it out. I don't think it'll be a shootout, though. I think the Bears end up struggling. Tariq Cohen gets some more touches this week. Hopefully asserts himself, because fantasy players have been just waiting for Tariq Cohen to break out. It just hasn't happened. I'm going to end up taking the Saints in this one, 35-24. Chargers at Patriots, Mike.
Chargers at Patriots.
Notorious Patriots hater. Mike is a Giants and Seahawks fan somehow. Does that make sense?
I think the Patriots are going to win this one.
I mean, you can pick with your heart, man. I'm okay with it.
They're not versing the Giants, so they have a chance at winning.
Yeah, well, it's regular season. They beat the Giants every time in regular season. It's postseason where the fluky stuff happens.
This is true.
All right, but Patriots are winning. What's the score?
Like you said, I think it's going to be a pretty high-scoring game. Probably 42-28, maybe.
I was thinking 42-38. We both had the same Patriots for 42-28. I'm okay with that. So start some Patriots players. Once again, Mike says start Eagles and Patriots. That's what we're looking at. Colts at Bengals. What a great game. I think the Bengals eventually have to figure it out. I think they get to an early lead. I think Dalton DeGreen is a healthy option at the fantasy level. And I think Joe Mixon ends up getting a bulk of the carries, ends up closing out this game. So I'm going to take in the Bengals. Let me make sure I capitalize that or it'll bother me. Bengals are going to win this game. It's not going to be crazy high scoring, but I'm going to take the Bengals in this one, 21-9. I think Colts are going to get 3 field goals. Start the Colts kicker. Texans at Seahawks. This is starting off the 4 o'clock games, Mike.
Texans at Seahawks. I got to go with the Seahawks. It's just
You think? I mean, this is interesting because Deshaun Watson's been doing great, you know. But you think Seahawks are going to shut him down? Is a Legion of Boom still a thing?
I think it is. I think it's still a thing.
So how badly are the Seahawks beating them, or is it going to be a close game?
I think it's going to be closer than usual. I think I'm going to have to go 17-21.
So 21-17 Seahawks. That seems like a realistic score. I think Deshaun Watson throws up a lot of 50-50 balls. And
that's dangerous.
Like Seattle. Teams haven't exploited it that much, but I think the Seahawks could exploit it. So I think the Seahawks could get a couple turnovers, and that will be the deciding factor, you know. Plus, I don't know, Jimmy Graham's got to break out at some point. Maybe this will be the game. Cowboys at Redskins. So this is the 425 game. This is going to be the Tony Romo game. Oh, dude. Is this going to be the first Tony Romo Cowboys broadcast? I think it is. That'll be fun. I actually kind of want to watch that. Tony Romo making his return. I wonder if you think he's going to like the Cowboys because of all they did for him, or you think he's going to be salty because of the way they treated him in the last couple of years?
I'm not really sure. I mean, he's been with the team for a very long time, so you must have respect.
Yeah, I think he had a good relationship with like Jerry Jones and stuff, so he'll probably do all right. Cowboys at Redskins. I think the Cowboys get it done. Just having Ezekiel Elliott and not having him is worlds different for this team. And while they still have Zeke, I have to take them in these games. I know they've underperformed, and Kirk Cousins is really good. It's kind of weird to think that Eli Manning, sorry, Mike, he's definitely the worst quarterback in that division now, which is weird. It's weird to think, but Wentz, Prescott, and Cousins have all outperformed him. I think Cowboys are going to end up taking this game 31-19 somehow. I don't know how the Redskins are getting 19. Don't ask me. That's gonna be what they get. So now you've got the Sunday night game, Steelers at Lions, Mike.
Steelers at Lions. I think the Steelers are gonna get this one.
Oh, Ben said it's not Romo, it's Fox, not CBS. Sad day. He always gets to 425 games. We've got some Dewan, he said, dude, stop, you're wrong. Hold on, let me see. Bills Raiders. Wait, is that a game? Did I skip it? I didn't see it. Hold on, let me see. I didn't see it listed on NFL.com. Oh yeah, totally missed it. Raiders Bills is on at 1. Thank you guys for the corrections. Let me move these down. Oops, I gotta move. We gotta insert. Let's see, Excel, shift cells down. Shift these down too. All right, so now we're good. But let's see it. Steelers at Lions. What do you
I'm going Steelers.
Steelers. Le'Veon Bell's been getting a lot of carries lately. They're using him a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna be the workhorse.
What are they winning by?
Thinking 17-10.
17-10. Jesus, a grinder game. Okay. I could honestly see it though. So now I'll kick it back. Raiders at Bills. And I don't know why I forgot about this one. This is actually going to be a pretty good game, I think. Tyrod Taylor's been playing solid. Bills fans like to rag on him. They somehow still think that Nate Peterman is the way to go. But I don't know. I think Tyrod Taylor will show up. The Raiders are without Marshawn Lynch, which I don't think is that big a deal because I think Jalen Richard and who else do they have? Washington. I can't remember his first name. DeAndre Washington, something like that. They do fine. And the Raiders, last week they needed a win really bad and pulled it out. So against the Chiefs. So I think they keep riding the momentum, not the Routers, the Raiders. I think Raiders end up winning this game pretty healthy. I think, like I said, it's not going to be Tyrod Taylor's fault. I think the Raiders are just overall a better team. I'm going to take the Raiders in this one, 31-21. So now you get the Monday night game, Broncos-Chiefs.
Broncos-Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are going to take this one. I think they're going to win.
Yeah, like the Chiefs. So they lost last week. They were the final undefeated team, right? And they lost last week. So so you think they bounce back against the Broncos?
Yeah. I mean, the Giants beat the Broncos, so it can't be too hard.
Well, that's true. So what's the score going to be?
I think the Chiefs are going to do really well this week. I think the score is going to be
56-10.
I wasn't going to go that bad. I was going to go like probably around 56
Jesus.
28.
All right, start your Chiefs players. Start everybody on the Chiefs, Mike says. We can pull a UCF and put up 73 points. Might happen.
Hey, man. It could happen.
It could happen. So there are your bona fide picks, even though overall on the podcast, 30 and 38. We started out okay. I mean, look at this. We got a hell of a, what is this, week 4? We got a nice week 4, and then, it's gone downhill. It hasn't been the best. Let's look at comments really quick. Flamer says McCoy or Blunt. McCoy, definitely. LaShawn McCoy. Yeah. LeGarrette Blunt's just very inconsistent. Even though he could have a really big week, I'd have to go Shady. So let's see. So let's see. Ben says Jets win 24-20. Carolina 24-10. 49ers win. That would be interesting. Ben says Charlie's not playing Jeffrey. We're going to talk about that in a second. Saints 37-13. I could see that. Chargers win 45-41. It's going to be a shootout. But yeah, I would say you always have to start Shady. The Bills use him so much that you always have to start him. So let me real quick kick it over to what am I doing? What am I doing with my life? There we go. Stop sharing. All right. Hello, everyone. Let me flip it on over to my fantasy lineup for the week, and we're gonna actually talk about. There we go. We're gonna talk about my weekly fantasy. So like this week doesn't have nearly as many games. So let me make sure. Is it showing my? Yeah, it is. Okay. So this week doesn't have as many games on the docket, so you really have to start playing just teams that you think are going to put up good points and just hope that those specific players end up doing well. I think Jeffrey needs a bounce back week, and this is the perfect week for him. So that's why I'm starting Wentz and Jeffrey together. San Francisco's got the third worst defense, fourth worst defense in the NFL. They're not good against the pass or rush. They haven't won a game yet. Jeffrey gets a nice bounce back week because he had a little bit of an off week for his standards last week. See, we got 4.7 points last week. So I think he's going to do well. I think Bengals get out to a big lead. Joe Mixon ends up pounding the ball once again. Colts, second worst defense in the league. I think Joe Mixon, they finally give him the ball. They've been giving him more and more carries every week. Last week was a little down, but they got behind on Pittsburgh, so they had to pass the ball more. But when they get up in these games, he's starting to get up over 15 carries. He was like that for 3 straight weeks. I think that's how it is. Atlanta's going to kill the Jets, I think. I think they just have too much firepower. Devonta Freeman gets his. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, Jets are going to fall behind. So I think that when teams get behind, they have to pass the ball more. So Seferian-Jenkins has been getting a lot of targets this year, and he's a good safe play for how cheap he is. I'm playing Dez Bryant versus Washington just because I think the Cowboys are going to win. I think Dez has been having a solid year, 15, 13, 12, 8, 15. I mean, he's bound to go off one of these weeks. I think Steelers defense is quick and young, and they were one of the cheaper defenses, and I think Detroit is too inconsistent for my liking. And once again, I think Atlanta's just going to put up points, so I'll take their kicker. I think I covered everyone. There's a free play on FanDuel. If you guys don't have an account, you could go make one. All you have to do is deposit like $5, I think, and there's a free play this week. So if we go look at this individual tournament, those that aren't familiar with FanDuel, you can see rules and scoring. So if you win first place, you win $100 and a $500 gift certificate to Untuck It. So it's a sponsor of FanDuel. Then you win like cash and gift cards if you come in the top 100. So I mean, why not? You win 25 cents. It's a free play. You might as well play it. And then I usually play the risky one. I play the $7 entry. So if I were to win this one of these times, I think maybe I could bring some people over to the podcast because the prize for coming in first is $400,000. That would be nice. I would enjoy that. And I mean, you can win $10 on your 7 if you come in the top half. So why not, right? Why not? I know you're not old enough yet, Mike, but do you plan on doing paid fantasy, or have you ever played fantasy before?
Not really. Not really.
It's good stuff, man. It's fun. It's not fun when you're losing, though, I got to say. Ben says, I'm not last in the league anymore. Why Pitt's defense when they face potent Lions? I just think Lions are inconsistent. The Saints defense is one of the most expensive ones, so I'll show you right now. So I'm sharing. I think I'm still sharing this. Okay. You get to see my face frozen on the screen. So if you go look, you have to go based on money, right? I can't just pick the top people for all of it. So when I go to the Steelers, if I were to change my lineup, edit lineup, if I wanted to change it, you go over to defense and you see the Saints are more expensive. So I picked the Steelers who are down here, save myself a couple $100, and I can use that on another player. So like right here, obviously Philly's defense is going to be the number one because they've got a good defense and they're going against San Francisco. But I hate spending a lot of money on defenses when a lot of the times the top defense of the week isn't necessarily the one people think it's going to be. So, and you also got to remember if I want to come in first, you got to take some risks. I got to take players that other people might not. That way I don't get these big ties and stuff like that. So someone like Austin Seferian-Jenkins, not a lot of people are going to play. A lot of people will probably play Gronkowski this week. He's a lot of money, but he'll probably do really well against Chargers defense. I would love to play Gronkowski, but can't always have what you want. Or as the Rolling Stones would say, you can't always get what you want. So that's the basics of it. And football kicks off here in like 20 minutes. I hear that the squads are still down in Fortnite, Mike, which is depressing. Yes, but we've been actually I shouldn't say we've been tearing it up on duos. It's been a while since we got a win. It's been like 3 days since we got a win.
Yeah, we gotta get back to it.
That's what I'm saying. All right. So I will see you on there. I'll see everyone else. Maybe in the fantasy league. I've been storming up. I've been charging on. Go UCF. I forget the cameras flip. Go UCF. They put up 73 yesterday. I know it was Austin P, but UCF's going to jump up into the top 15 now on the weekly rankings. I can't wait to see what the AP poll is. And Tuesday, the first college football playoff rankings come out. So who knows? Maybe that committee will like UCF more than the Associated Press does, which I hope they do. Undefeated, 7-0. Go UCF. Charge on. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and click that little bell so you know when we go live. We're trying to get up to, what are we looking at, 800 subscribers, I think. I think we're kind of close. So let's get it up there, man. Share with your friends. Make an account for your dog.
Got 25 more to get, Kat. You get that 800.
Exactly. So let's go. Let's go get it. You might catch me streaming soon, maybe later today. I don't know. But anyway, Catch you next time. Peace.